We're clearly approaching winter and the challenges which we all know in winter which we have, which is A&Es getting crowded, hospitals struggling to discharge patients out. We're trying to put some schemes in place so our patients in Corby can be safely managed with high quality of care in the community. The urgent care centre opening hours are being looked at currently, and there's some funding that's come through to allow us to keep the urgent care centre open during this winter period up to 12 p.m. What that will do is that will allow us to manage these patients in the community, avoiding the need for them to go to A&E and hence avoiding the pressure that A&E faces as this difficult time in winter. Some of the other bit we've been working on along with our stakeholders like our social care commissioners, our local borough council, is again focusing on a project called the Frail and Elderly Program, because that population is the one that we find suffers the most during the period of winter. What we're trying to do is integrate all the funding that we have in health and social care for this project so that we can provide safe and high quality of care for our patients in the community. Also, to help during this time that we have in winter pressures, we've put a new scheme in A&E where GPs are actually working the front line with the A&E staff. What we find is that sometimes patients land up in A&E which require either they're not registered with their GPs or the conditions that they've come there are more of a primary care setting. What we want to do with this scheme is firstly to get those patients who are not registered with GPs registered with local practices, but also to educate these patients so that they can choose next time the right setting, because it need not be A&E and there's lots of other things that are there in the community that the patients could use. It's a pilot which is going to be running out during the winter period and then establish some learning which will help us to commission that long term if the pilot helps us to establish that.